Hello to you, Ryan. Hello to all you Western Conference champions out there.
The Colorado Avalanche are going to the motherfucking Stanley Cup final.
Some local betting on the Cup final. God, does that feel good. When our teams do well, we kill it from a betting side, and it is lovely to keep that train rolling. Ryan.
What a night last night, man. Like, just as good as it gets. There was like a little nervous energy in the bar to start, which was kind of weird. And I actually heard the same thing about the crowd at Ball Arena. It's almost like you're so close that maybe it's like a 4-footer for birdie in golf. It's like, I better make this or I'm going to be so pissed. And that's kind of the feeling I got early, because it's just like, we knew the Avs were going to the Cup final eventually, but it's like, man, at some point they're going to have to win, and what if it's not tonight? And then it's going to have to be the next game, so there was this like weird nervous energy. But the funny thing happened. Once the Avs went down, the nervous energy left. And it was you were playing with house money again.
This team, man.
And that third period was, I remember thinking, and I might have said it out loud to the people at our table, I remember right as the puck dropped in the third period, well, if they come back and win, it's going to be epic. And by God, was it epic.
Sure was.
Only one regret, only one sad thing happened last night. When the Avs went down 3-1 right before the third period, I made 2 bets with my 25% live profit boost. One,
I wasn't even thinking.
Avs money line, plus 567 with the boost. The other, Avs in 60, plus 1,700 with the boost. It would have been one unit for 17 units if they just close it out once they get the 5-4 lead. So that's the only sad thing that happened last night, but I also still made 5 units on the regular live bet.
The 5-4 lead would have also given us our SGP, because that would have been Mac last goal, I believe. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
I think so.
No. Mikko scored.
Right. Mac ties it up 4-4. Yep. Yeah, so then I'm kind of rooting for an empty netter.
It's kind of... Remember what I said about game 1 where I was like, too many dope things happened that not each dope thing is getting its due? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about like this whole series. Like, that's like an all-time highlight goal for Mac.
Yeah.
Like that's in his that's on his reel. For sure. And like it doesn't even get its proper praise, because like the Avs are going to the Stanley Cup final. So it's like, we don't need to talk about the micro parts of the game. Let's just talk about the macro thing, which is they're going to the fucking Cup. Also,
part 1 of our SGP, we thought anytime Mac, anytime Mikko.
Yep.
And then we backed out of that for Mac last.
Yep. I saw someone who had Mac, Mikko, McDavid, and Makar.
Yeah, right. And those all hit.
That's
epic. Insane.
But like, there's so many little things. You want to know something? Mikko Rantanen scored in every game of that series.
That's nuts.
And like, it's not even being talked about.
That's nuts. Oh, he's humming at the right time.
Yes, he is. AJ's been joking since the beginning, because remember, everyone, like first 2 series, everyone's so down on Mikko.
Freaking out.
And AJ's like, he has double-digit points in the playoffs, right? He's like, if the Avs win the Cup, he might end up getting Conn Smythe votes, because people are going to be like, this guy has 25 points.
He's actually third behind Kale and Mac at plus 900 for Conn Smythe odds.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's insane.
There's so many little things. Kale McCarr, like I was just like looking at the stats while I was downstairs hanging out with the people drinking afterwards, and I'm like, he had 5 points, and no one's even talking about this. He had 5 points to win the game. There's 6 goals.
He's the first
defenseman.
First I think player like in 30 years to score 5 points or more
in a closeout
game.
Yep, for the Cup. Yep, and I think he's the first defenseman to ever do it.
Amazing.
Or no, first defenseman since like 1938, which none of that counts. By the way, speaking of things not counting, they got to stop showing Gretzky highlights.
Why?
Because I just leave being like, oh, so he actually wasn't that good.
Where are they showing those?
On the TNT broadcast, because he's on there, so they just like throw in some Gretzky highlights. So I'm like, you guys are you're diminishing his legacy by showing his highlights.
I must be taking breaks during these things.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy, he's just like skating circles around.
Those goalies are really rigid. Those goalies would receive the Yahir Vasquez Award for just like
I'm starting to put
kind of sort of showing up at work. You feel me, Yaya?
I got that.
Maybe it's because he was like pulling for Edmonton that whole time and it was really annoying. But like I left being like,
Wow.
oh, Gretzky and Wilt are the same thing.
Jeez, man. Shots fired at Wilt.
Wilt, he's just bigger and stronger than everyone.
Oh, what? That doesn't count anymore?
No,
We're discrediting Jim Brown now, too?
no, that there were other people of his caliber then. Wilt was literally just like a giant, walked onto a court with a bunch of children and just dropped the ball in the basket all day.
I mean,
That's what Gretzky did.
Now, I was watching Gretzky this series and really thinking, as much as Elway's far from done things all the way right post-retirement, he sure doesn't come off as thirsty for attention or as pathetic. Granted, way more drunk than Wayne Gretzky, though.
You think
Quite
he's thirsty
and pathetic for attention. And, Wayne, I see you. I think you made the wrong choice with all the
Hair
facial
dye?
restructure. You shouldn't have done it, bro. You shouldn't have done it.
It's probably Paulina's idea.
Damn you, Paulina. It's when you get traded to LA, you know.
Just go gray. It's okay.
So, there you go.
I'm telling you, Gretzky, Wilt Chamberlain, same exact thing.
See, you got to find
No
someone
one
who's
counts-
more universally discredited than
No one
Wilt
counts
Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain's records. They're just like, oh yeah.
They should.
No, they shouldn't.
Standard bearer.
Also, there's no
buckets.
video of him scoring 100 points. I'm not even sure if it's real.
No, it's real.
Based on what? You're trusting stat counters now?
I mean, back in those days, though, stat counter stood for something. Not
Dude,
like these
it
days.
was literally just some guy tallying with a pencil.
Also, Ryan, if you don't trust that kind of oral history, where does it end? What,
Sports begin in 1996 when the Avalanche win the Stanley Cup.
Rome being started by two gentlemen raised by wolves? Am I to not believe that now either?
Dude,
Please, Ryan.
The Greek Olympics.
Right, exactly.
That's
What,
a lie.
discredit all those records as well?
They read that shit off the walls of caves and just made up the rest.
Hey, man, that was the Excel spreadsheet of their day. to each their own.
Yeah, Gretzky,
Analytics Twitter was popping off back in those Greek Olympics.
Wayne Chamberlain. I think there actually was a player named Wayne Chamberlain. No, Dwayne Chamberlain. Anyway.
Good thing for our heart out today. And shouts to Mike Trout, watching us in a different setting, but always on company speakers. Turn that shit up to 100. You know?
Yeah, shout out to
Let 'em know.
Caitlin, your new mate next to you.
Love her. Shouts to you, Caitlin.
Okay.
How's your week going?
Anyways, epic night, epic wins, and the bet. By the way, again, I'm only betting Avs money lines. It's working out quite well.
Were you here for the 5x1 special he's doing, Yaya? Just puts 5 units on the Avs money line. That's okay.
Yeah,
He's a real sicko. We're all concerned, but as long as the Avs keep it going,
keeps working. I don't know how I'm
who's going to talk him off this ledge? Yeah.
So, anyways, let's jump into our big threes here. I guess we have to talk about this other series now.
Which I'm kind of enthralled by, because
Yeah.
it's the final bad guy. I haven't played
Final
video
boss.
games in the final boss. I haven't played video games in 20 years, so the final boss.
Yeah.
I still whoop you all at FIFA though. So, I have
So,
no
do you have a preference in opponent, like stylistically?
I'm so glad you asked, because I actually have separate preferences for separate parts of my brain.
Oh,
Andre, the Avs fan,
Like
he
him.
would like to see the New York Rangers.
yes.
Nothing better than to make overrated city of New York
Oh.
cry,
Unbelievably
put
overrated
Igor
city.
in his place. There's no championship pedigree, so we'd really slap that ass, I can't wait to, throw out a few New York's how's that ass taste tweets,
You would never. You're too scared.
Andre the GM of this here Enterprise, the NVR, who has to worry about travel budgets. I was just thinking about this today. Boy, Tampa's going to be a lot cheaper than New York.
You'd be surprised.
A lot. But stay wise.
I mean, I flew to Tampa
Hotel-wise.
for hotel-wise, yes.
Come on. Yeah, flights
Right.
it's the same, but hotel-wise, yikesies.
Oh,
Don't
care.
New York's a steep one, right?
It is. Why
Well,
would
we're
I-
not going to have Jesse saying Long Island. Or on Long Island?
on Long Island.
Fuck, I messed that up.
Um,
Apologies to no one. Maybe Staten Island, where the Bassey, Starberry, that whole family of great point guards came out of. I went to Staten Island just to see the blacktop that the kiddos grew up on. He Got Game was filmed about that whole
he could
thing.
stay in New Jersey.
New Jersey, right.
Make him take the train in.
I've been to Newark, New Jersey. Worst vibes in the entire universe, right?
Dude, New York
No,
City
no,
itself
truly,
has
truly.
such bad vibes.
Has some weird vibes, but you go just outside, it's...
You know what's interesting is
vibes are
I'll give New York
polluted.
this credit now since it's not guaranteed that we'll play them. When you actually talk to someone in New York, they're usually kind of cool. But if you just encounter them in the wild, everyone looks so mean.
Yeah.
No one looks at each other or smiles at each other ever.
That's how I was
So
raised,
weird.
to not look or smile, and it's
In
that's why I have
Colorado,
some
if
of
you
the
make eye
tendencies I
contact
have.
with someone, it is a 100% guarantee you get a smirk.
Bro, it was so weird to me. People are looking at me and smirk, and then they would hold the doors for 5 hours. Like, I'm 2 miles away, bro. Go on your merry way. How do you even? I'm so far away. How do you know I'm going through that door? I have to start sprinting.
The old fake jog.
Please don't make me sprint.
Andre goes through the door and immediately leaves because that's not where he was going.
Yeah, he walks. He literally like the bar. How there's 2 doors. He walks in the first one and out the other one.
Just to make up for them waiting for
Just take over the whole, have them go through and slam it behind them. Yeah, that and the constant eye contact and smirking or smiling was very
I
off-putting.
legitimately
at first.
held the door for a woman at Saks Fifth Avenue in New York, and she rolled her eyes and made that sound as she walked by.
Holy shit.
What? No, it was an old woman.
It's the most Colorado thing ever.
I couldn't believe it.
That's
Anyways,
epic, bro.
15 minutes in.
I would
New record show
I would
history. True Western
absolutely
Conference champions.
love to bury the entirely overrated city that is New York.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm in for.
big time.
Also, Madison Square Garden, nothing compared to Ball Arena.
It's a bold thing. It's bold.
It's so super overrated. Anyways, let's move on to our big threes here. We'll talk about it. I'm going counter what I want to happen. I want the Rangers to take care of this thing so we can get this party started.
Really?
Earliest we can start is the 15th, I've heard.
Oh man, yesterday it was between the 16th and 18th. Varying
if they win in
reports by the
5,
day.
if they
I
win in
love it.
5, I think we can get this thing started by the 15th. That's not happening.
I love it. And Yaya, what date is relevant to us so we don't have any wedding
It's your
overlaps?
15th. If it's the 18th, I won't be here for game 4. Either
Okay.
that or I'm gonna leave my fiance at the altar.
No, Yaya.
Bro.
No,
Options,
you gotta close this out. You gotta
Let's
close
go,
this out.
Just elope to the DNVR bar. Get married real quick, come back.
It's a great idea.
All right, there we go. So I'm fading my own hopes here. I
Hell
hope
yes.
I
Oh
hope
my
the
God,
Rangers
I
take
love
care of
that.
this as fast as possible. But it's not going to happen. Lightning in 60, minus 110. Vasilevsky,
Vasilevsky, yeah.
over as they call him.
Assy as some call him.
Over 27.5 saves, and then I needed
great
to throw.
one.
I needed some filler here.
The
Rockies
G
the
man.
Rockies are playing at the Giants. Herman is on the mound. If
Uh-huh.
you didn't know, if you haven't been paying attention, he sucks now.
A cool 56 by the Bay too in the old sandbox. So you're gonna love that.
Worst city.
Whoa. Holy shit, we have some spicy city take.
On cities that we don't like now.
We are, but
Dude,
let me
it's
just
cold in the
say-
summer. If it's cold in the summer in America, your city sucks ass.
Yeah, you're kind of right. We do stand by New Orleans and Vancouver. Peep the hat.
I'm out on Canada.
Dang!
Anyways, the Rockies, I guess, will lose by 1.5 or more.
That's great. That's awesome. Go to my big three because we're tight. So Steph Curry over 28.5 points. in the series the Warriors have played thus far this postseason, Ryan, basically going over this prop on a 3-2 basis. He's a vet. He's been here before. He's saving his best for last at 28.5. Actually, very mild.
I don't think
He'll hit
they play
30.
tonight.
Easy break.
I know. The NBA has issues.
Did I do that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I just
The
did
NBA is trying to drag this out as if anyone cares.
I just did the
never cared less.
DNVR bets equivalent of doing the whole show with my flashlight on. God
Yeah.
damn it.
I have no idea.
Fucking suck.
The NBA is
Whoa.
so dumb for this.
Whoa. Yeah, that's 2 days in a row with F-bombs on this
So
show.
just
You
give me
love.
Yaya Best.
The
Oh,
thing that get me upset, and it's the NBA and you guys yelling at me.
reminiscent of the TNT referee analyst
Dude.
dropping a holy shit. That was amazing.
It was a holy shit moment. No one's talked about that moment.
It was Painter, right? Who did it?
No, it was Kuho.
For his friends Cujo.
No. It's not the Spanish J. It's Kahorsky. Kuho.
Sounds very close to something.
Yes, it does. So anyways, that feeling after I was literally hugging strangers, jumping around in a circle in the bar when I looked up at the screen to see they were reviewing it was one of the worst feelings of my life.
Right. You can't unhug those strangers.
No,
if that goal
dude.
is taken away.
The awkward eye contact you'd make if that goal gets taken off and the Avs lose and everyone has to mosey their way out of the fucking
Ryan's
bar.
big on whispering "I love you" too when he hugs strangers, so that would have been extra.
I love
weird.
everyone, man.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna substitute that Curry pick, but first let me talk you through the other two picks. Zibanejad on fire, 6 games in a row with a point or more. Big rise.
The Kyle in the comments said, in Canada we say sorry when we open the door for someone.
God, I love
I'm
that.
back in on Canada.
Canada does sound amazing.
Canada, except Edmonton.
Yeah.
Igor over 32.5 saves. He's been on a tear. 40 burger last game, over 37 many games prior to
You
that.
seen what he looks like?
He's on a tear. Looks a little weird.
He looks like
He's also a small goalie, 6'1".
if someone
Varley sized.
beat the shit out of Sidney Crosby.
I would love to go more in depth on that. Frankly, I don't think we can. And then, you know what? Give me the old over. Igor versus Assy, over City, under 5.5, and
Wait.
the juice is on my side, minus 135. Yes, right?
Under or over? You confused me.
Holy shit, I said both.
And over
I
the
meant
whole sentence, like,
under.
Okay.
It's all about the U. The U here stands for under.
All right, that's
Under.
we don't do shows before 3 anymore.
No. If you do them too late or too early,
Things go awry.
Brandon Spano and I are the two people most dependent on what time of day you catch us at. Wouldn't you agree? Allie
Allie
sometimes.
can be tough in the morning.
I've been around Allie at like 4:45 when all she's had is 2 iced coffees, 0 water, 0 food, and that can be like,
You haven't gotten the like.
I really want to get some fries in her
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah, that's true. You don't want to ask me for things before 9 a.m.
Pre-caffeinated. We all know.
It's
how
not that I won't
useless
do
we
it. It's
are.
just that it will be done poorly.
We don't have time for this, but speaking of morning routines, that son of a bitch, Mikko, my kitten, who, as Mikko Rantanen's picked it up in the playoffs, you know, he's really bursting with like,
Bringing the sass.
woke me up at 5 a.m.
Oh my god!
Jumping around the bed, playing with his toys.
He scored in every game in the series.
I know. I got really pissed off. I grabbed his toy. I tossed it. Didn't go where I wanted to go. I had to get out of bed, pick it up, go to the top of the stairs, toss it over the guardrail. Son of a bitch was back up in 20 seconds. He thought I was playing fetch with him.
Dude, a
So-
cat.
I picked up the cat and what are you doing?
Dude, a cat that plays fetch sounds kind of dope.
Yeah.
Um,
He's a great cat. Not at 5 a.m. though.
Anyways, let's give a shout out
DraftKings
to DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook in all the land, where you can bet 5 to get 150 on any NBA game if they ever fucking play again. Who's to say? But if they were to play, you could bet the money line. Bet Warriors money line. By the way, first half of our big parlay, it hit. Avs minus 1.5 games in the series. Now we need Dubs minus 1.5 games in the series. Bet on the Dubs money line. I think they win whenever they play by 20.
Really? I love
Yep.
that.
And Jordan Poole woke up. That's big trouble for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Anyways, DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can also get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at sign-up. Of course, must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus for first bet match. Each for $500. The deposit bonus requires a 25x play. The restrictions to apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Speaking of Canada, are they playing golf in Canada this week?
The
PGA?
RBC Heritage?
Yeah, I'm an RBC. Yeah, you know me. Yes.
Ah, yes. The
Yes.
Royal Bank of Canada. That's what the RBC is.
Thursday they'll be playing that one. My grandpa likes to say Thursday.
Thursday.
I don't get it.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's coming from the guy that gave a nickname for nickname.
Yeah.
And a nickety.
I know,
Where
but
did you get it from?
I think he's trying to do it. He's doing on the reel, you know.
No, that's a bit.
Yeah. all the way
You think?
Like a
Yeah,
southern bit, yeah.
probably is. He's from Minnesota, so I don't know why.
Thursday.
Last night, someone played Dixieland Delight in the bar. I was singing along
Whoa.
delightfully.
Yeah.
I might
Hugging
say.
strangers.
They asked me if I was from the South. And I said,
Been more offended.
no, I said, my family.
That's what a callback. What a callback. Anyone who gets that callback, I love you.
Turns out she was a Preds fan who had hopped on the Avs bandwagon. We welcome all.
Dang.
Okay.
That's crazy. We would not allow it in the reverse, though.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Do we have a dilemma of the day?
Dang, we're going to have to find out.
Casey Cheatham said RK could be the new voice for medication commercials that bullet off the potential side effects at rapid speed. I would like to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun. Is there a TikTok challenge that does that? That'd be fun.
Ooh, we should do that.
Yep.
You can create one.
PPOTD or boosted SGP. Well, the
Alright,
NBA is
well.
not playing, so we can't do a PPOTD.
Yeah, scrap the PPOTD. It could have been an NPOTD, a Nerfy parlay of the day. But you know what? I didn't do the proper weather research for a Nerfy, so
You're unresearched.
again, scrap that.
We're getting close to Wacky Weather Wednesday, but
Damn, wacky weather Wednesday.
Wacky
Could be
Weather
back
Wednesday.
at any moment.
Around the corner for the meteorologist of you out there.
Okay, so we're going SGP.
Yep.
Okay.
I've only been betting SGPs lately, and they've been really treating me right.
All right, so then take
I
us
mean-
through it. Take the wheel.
I think the Lightning wins. So says the book.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna get Zibanejad points in if they'll allow it.
They don't do points.
They're not gonna allow it. Shootsies. I would like to get both goalies to go over their saves if they'll allow it.
No, they will not.
They won't allow it. Okay. So we'll
Let's
take
get
the under.
Zibanejad. I think he's scored in like every game in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's insane.
So let's take him to score.
Okay, let's do it. Even though we think, and that's a little like non-correlated. Love that. Right?
Where's the name Zibanejad from?
I can find out.
Okay.
I don't know that Ryan's asking seriously.
No, I am asking seriously.
We have a problem.
It's pretty like
Mika?
I do think there's a bit of a divide at this company of OGs asking bit humor questions and new Gs
Yeah,
taking that as a work request.
that's true.
Yeah.
it's Persian.
Whoa.
He's from Sweden, but it's a Persian origin.
Okay, that's good.
There you go.
So he's like, who's that good soccer player? Zlatan.
There you go. There he is. And under 5.5.
Yeah, I guess.
So Zlatan, as you call him, to score, Lightning money line, and under 5.5 goals.
Dude,
Plus-
he should name his kid Zlatan.
He should.
Zlatan Zibanejad would be a sick name.
That actually does sound amazing.
ZZ.
Plus 11 hundo. Holy
Wait.
shit! Why is ZZ something we don't? There's all these JJs, but no one's ZZ.
I mean, ZZ Top.
Right, right. I mean, you already have the standard bearer there,
It's true.
huh? Dang.
Okay, I can't find. Game lines.
If I were to have a
Under
second,
what?
ZZ is a good one. 5.5. 5.5. Game lines.
That is plus 11 hundo. Why is it so good.
Anti-correlated.
Oh.
We got a guy to score. We got the Lightning to win. The scores for the Rangers, and it's an under.
We should actually remember this going into next round. Pick a goal scorer from both sides and the Avs to win.
Yeah. Do you want to pick a Tampa goal scorer in this one?
No.
You sure?
The PP is killer with Stamkos on it.
Yeah, Stamkos, Panarin, Kucherov. We don't have time. I'm not going to go into Coochie jokes right now.
Save those for later.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow at 3:30. Kucherov though feels good.
Breadman.
Or
Breadman.
Brett
Oh, wait, no,
doubling
he's on-
up.
he's on
Then
that
the odds would go crazy if you added Breadman here. Yeah, that's
Plus
that's white
17,000.
that's white whale status. I almost want to do it.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay,
3-2.
there you go.
It literally has to be a 3-2 final.
No, guys,
can't do that?
we can't.
All right, fine.
It's not allowed.
Andre said no. Sorry, guys. Dad said no.
Stamkos
I'm saying
or Cooch.
Palat.
I like a palat. Okay, cool.
All right. Is he one of the top Andres? Even though he spells it
With an
Ondrej.
with an O. I know post game they were like, and now and Andre, and I was like, wait, what? There's a potential great Andre here in the.
You know, he could thrust himself into the top 10 tonight.
Yeah, big time.
Andrei Kirilenko on the edge right now.
I know, it's true. AK-47. He could give you a quintuple fiver.
Yeah.
Not a triple double, but he could give you like 5 and 5 metrics.
Five points, rebounds, assists, turnovers, blocks, steals.
My favorite Jazz of all time, no doubt.
All right, that wraps it up for us today. Perfectly on the hard out. That's what we do. We hit the post. And so for that, we will talk to you guys tomorrow with still no Avs to talk about for a while. That's okay.
A long time.
We'll make it through. We'll make
Yeah.
it through the desert.